Viewers, welcome back to our channel. In this video, we are going to discuss about cell structure. The cell structure we have divided into two parts, part 1 and part 2. In first part, we are going to discuss what is cell, what are unicellular organisms and multicellular organisms, and different shapes of cells and tissues. In the part 2, we are going to discuss cell structure and detail parts of cells. So, coming to the first question, what is cell? Have you ever wondered how our body is made up of? It is made up of various organs. This organ is divided into small portions, then we call it as tissues. And if these tissues are again divided, then we find cells. Cell are the tiniest part of your body or organ. What is cell? Tiny part of organ. It is like, for example, if you take a wall is made up of different bricks, right? So a wall is made up of different bricks. Similarly, an organ is made up of different cells. The smallest portion which you can consider is called cell. It is very simple, right? If you take your hand is made up of different parts like skin, muscles, bone, everything. So the outer layer of the skin, if you say, it is a tissue. If you watch the tissue or if you watch the skin under the microscope, you will say small structures, block like structures. This block or organized structure is called cell. The smallest part or the smallest portion of a organism is called cell. That is, it is very simple. The smallest ever or part of your body is cell. And the cell will have internal structures, internal parts, how it is made, and that we will discuss in part 2 video. So first question is done. What is cell? It is the smallest part of the organ. It is the tiniest portion. Or you can also, the definition which is given in the book is basic structure. In the textbook you can find it as basic structure. They say that yeah, any organ or any body part or any organism is formed from this basic structure, which is called as cell. Whatever the name you give, tiny part or smallest portion or a possible size, smallest size of your organ, anything whatever you call, that is cell. Means from the cell only whatever the entire universe creature or different organisms are formed. Yeah, coming to the second point, unicellular and multicellular organisms. So depending upon how many cells the organism have, we are classifying them into unicellular and multicellular. That's it. Uni means one, multi means more than one. Unicellular means it will have only one cell. The organism is made up of only one cell. Multicellular means the organ or the organism or the living creature is made up of more than one cells. That's it. So it contain one cell, it contain more than one cell. Example for unicellular organism is amoeba. Multicellular organism, you'll have number of organisms like plants, humans, snakes. You can find unlimited of options for multicellular organisms. Why? Because they have different uh, cells performing different functions. So one more point is, though unicellular organism is having one cell, it will do all normal functionalities of other organisms do, like feeding, breathing, reproduction, excretion, etc. All biological activities are as normal as multicellular organisms. It eats like multicellular organism. It flush out the waste like multicellular organisms. It reproduce it like multicellular organisms, breathe like multicellular organism. Everything is like other organisms only. There is no difference how a unicellular organism functions or a multicellular organism functions. Both will function similar pattern. The only difference is single cell is unicellular and which is having more than one cell is multicellular. That's it. The basic difference is this much only. Unicellular organisms highest or primary most example is amoeba, whereas multicellular organism are plants, humans, amphibians, everything. So coming to amoeba, amoeba is a organism which we cannot see with our naked eye. We can see only with um, under microscope. With high resolution microscope, if you observe, you can see amoeba. So if you see amoeba, amoeba does not have a definite shape. It has an indefinite shape. The shape of amoeba is not fixed. It will not be like okay, it has two hands, two legs, two eyes, one head. You cannot define the figure of an amoeba. You cannot say it is tall, it is short, or it is grey in color. You cannot say like that. Amoeba is a microscopic organism and its shape is not fixed. It changes its shape depending upon the situation it is. But one thing is fixed, that it is a single cell organism and it has some leg-like structures. These leg-like structures are called pseudopodium. Pseudopodium. So pseudo means false and podium means feet. It is like true translation false feet. You think that this leg or projections as leg like structures, but this is actually not legs of amoeba. That is why these are called as pseudopodium. Scientist has named as pseudopodium. Whereas then you can see multicellular organisms, they have different like two hands, two legs. If you go to animals, they'll have four legs. If you go to birds, they will have two wings and two legs, one beak. So they have different structures. Yeah. So yes, that is the difference, major difference between unicellular and multicellular organisms. Unicellular organisms have only one cell performing all the functions, whereas multicellular organisms have different cells performing different functions. Basic difference. Now, shapes of the cells. Coming to the shapes of the cells, shapes and sizes. There are no fixed shape for a cell. Cell can be short, cell can be round, cell can be small, cell can be big, cell can be like wire. Any shape it can have. For example, if you say take red blood cells RBC, they are round. The red blood cells are round. They are circle in shape. But similarly, if you take muscles, those are like wires. They are stiff like wires. They are long. And if you take neural cells are the cells which will send impulses to your brain, which will help your brain to receive the signals and communicate to the other body parts. These are long, rod like things, and they'll have this networking. These are neural cells. So the shape of the cell, size of the cell is different. So there is no definite shape or size for a cell. You cannot think that the organism is big, that means the cells of the organism are big in size. You cannot say that the size of the organism is small, so the cell size will be small. It is not like that. If you take elephant, it has n number of cells. No need that the cell size of an elephant will be big. It can be small also. Similarly, the size of the rat is small, size of the ant is minute. You cannot say that the cells of the ant will be very tiny or something. They can be big compared to the cells of the elephant. It depends on which part of the cell we are taking. Hope you have understand that shapes of the cells, shapes and sizes of the cells. So coming to the last topic of this video, tissues. So tissue is collection of cells performing similar activity. Tissue. Tissue is nothing but combination of cells performing similar function or similar activity, whatever you want, you think. Like skin. Skin is the largest tissue. So, what is the function of the cell of the skin? To feel. Skin is an organ which sends the touch, right? So, all the cells in the skin will do similar function. They will sense the touch. You can feel the object only by touching it, right? So, all the cells in the skin, all the skin tissues, all the cells in the skin will combine to form tissue. That's it. Similarly, if you take liver, liver is an organ. Liver is also made up of different cells, right? Different tissues. So, liver cells or liver tissues also perform similar action. They purify, they release the juices that will help your food to digest. So, that is the thing. So, whatever is the organ or organism you consider, it will have the tiniest possible part, that is cell and cell will join to form a tissue which perform similar function. That is the difference. Cells of the skin are different, cells of the liver are different, but they all the cells in the liver perform same function, all the cells in the skin perform same function. That's it. Hope you understand the topic. Cell, basics of the cell, what is a cell, how it what are the different types of cells, means different shapes of the cells, and how it forms a tissue. In the second part, we will discuss different parts of a cell. Means cell have a different parts. Like how as a humans we have different body parts. Cell is also having different parts. We will discuss those parts in the next video. Hope you like this video. Please like the video, share the video, comment your opinion on the video, and do subscribe to our channel. When we see our channel statistics, there are 600 viewers but only 100 plus subscriptions. Please subscribe. Thank you. Have a good day.